Hello. You don't know me most likely, but if you would allow me, I would like to change that. My name is Jason Nelson, and like most stories, mine starts at the beginning. Playing video games is one of my oldest memories, and living in the environment and around the people I did, I was constantly bombarded with the idea that games were bad. Oftentimes they were chalked up to be as bad as drugs, and if I kept playing them, I'd never get a job or a girlfriend or any of these things that people are supposed to have. A phrase I'd hear constantly from my parents and siblings, was go play outside, go do something, just get off the video games. Still, I played as much as I could for as long as I could whenever I had the chance. I've never wanted anything more than, just to immerse myself in the game world of my choosing. And as I got older, it evolved into not only my favorite activity, but a stress release, from life, school, work. It wasn't until about 6th grade that I had actually considered a career in video game design. However, even in school, it seemed like every time there was a project about careers or future jobs, games were always my first choice. But much to my dismay, this was not a popular choice, and more often than not, I was told I'd never make any money doing it, and that it was a waste of time. It was something that I quickly realized only I cared about, and worse, meant that I had no support from anyone but a few friends. I always struggled with ADHD, and my grades were never great, and as I started to figure out public education was going to be of no value to me, they only got worse. Then one day, in about 8th or 9th grade, I came home to a new custom-built computer by my uncle. It was for family use for the most part, but I practically lived on it. I started role-playing stories and just writing in general constantly, every day. Got to a point where I would get up at about 4 a.m. every day just so I could get in a few hours of writing or gaming before school. I'd beg my mom to get the special edition of whatever game it was that had just come out because I loved the behind-the-scenes stuff. And it was things like this that opened my eyes to animation, storyboarding, script writing, coding, programming, you name it. I wanted to see more. This soon spiraled and I took an interest in HTML, web design, art, Photoshop, editing, film. There was even a time when I was animating with Adobe Fireworks, though a lot of this only lasted, as long as the promotional or free trial was. No matter what medium I had, though, I was always creating. Sometime later, that hard drive in it failed, and that was the end of our computer. Still, nearly failing school, my mom was insistent that I wasn't going to live in her basement for eternity and forced me to get a job pretty much the day I turned 15. So, largely cut off from what I was doing, I had moved away from it, and as I learned to drive, I started thinking I might have a career in cars and engines. I was good at it, too. In addition to engine work, at only 16, I was wiring full stereo systems for my friends, and my own vehicle had a PlayStation 2, 10-inch monitor, neons, you name it. It was something, like out of the Fast and Furious movies. I thought I had found my niche, but during the summer of my senior year, I had gotten the opportunity to work under a mechanic for a few months and quickly realized that it was not something I wanted to do on a professional level. This left me at the end of my senior year with no job and no direction, so after that I just graduated, got a job I hated, and moved out. That was my life story. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to do something. So I changed that. In an effort to prove to myself I could do anything, I taught myself how to build computers and crafted my own from online parts. Started getting into YouTube and Twitch. My abilities to create were back. But it wasn't making me any money. I would hear about developers hiring and just get angry. Couldn't afford the hundreds of dollars for these programs to teach myself the skills I needed on a professional level, but I had to make a change somehow. My wife recommended college, and after a bit of research, I found Full Sail. It got me excited, and I made the jump. I took the risk, and now here I am with a bachelor's in game design and all the skills I need to code, storyboard, program, edit, you name it. And all I have left is a need to create. Here you are, needing someone to do just that. So if you'll allow me, I would like to change that.